teen is critically injured in a farm accident in Renville County. It happened around 10:45 yesterday morning near Hector. The Renville County Sheriff's Office says the 15-year-old boy from Lubbock, Texas, was working in a grain dryer 15 feet off the ground when his legs became tangled in an auger. That teen was rescued by first responders and taken to the hospital with serious injuries.
Tonight, we're revisiting an 18-year-old from Wilmer who lost part of his leg in a brutal farming accident. Years later, Jed Anderson is thriving, and he just had a special reunion with a man who he says saved his life.
So I used to work way up north, Grand Rapids, if you guys don't work in there. Yep. And so Grand Rapids has a K-9, at Pasco County at the time had 2 K-9s, the DNR had 3. So I did all the training every month for all these dogs.
And so I got to see him get deployed, I got to see all the indications, all the apprehensions, everything, tracks. There was a dog up north, Cruz was his name. He could track you an hour after you left.
That's crazy.
And they're fast. Yeah.
We deployed him the longest, it was an hour and 8 minutes. We deployed Cruz and he found the guy 6 miles down the road.
Oh my gosh.
It was phenomenal.
That's amazing.
All right.
You're gonna run out of camera film. Fill it all up. Milady. I'm Jed Anderson. I was caught in a farm auger about 3 years ago. And Hussman, who is here with us today, he was the one that was on the scene first and was the one that put the tourniquet on my left leg before it could bleed out. We started off the day eating at Zorba's. We had lunch there. It was great to connect with him and talk about the accident, and I learned a few things that I didn't know about or knew they had pictures of some things, so it was really cool actually.
I don't know if you guys know this or if you looked at it, but the gap, the top gap of that dryer is about that tall. That's where the bulk of his leg was, in that top gap.
This guy saved Jed's life.
This is the guy that put the tourniquet on his leg. Did you just get here?
Yeah.
Well, welcome to the party.
Yeah.
He was so calm and so nice, I still remember him.
I wasn't calm.
You were nice though.
I wasn't calm.
He was like, he got up there, he's like, how you doing? I'm just gonna put this on and it's gonna be really tight. And he's like, I'm like, oh. So
I put the tourniquet on first, and then it was, how in the ever-living F are we gonna get him out of here? It was my thought is what are we gonna do? Randy's up there, I said, you got any tools? You got any sockets? And so he brings up a socket, and I'm freaking out, cranking on the thing, and Jed goes, anybody got another one? Can I help?
Just calm and cool, right?
Just stoic the whole time. In all seriousness, I've thought about this since we last talked. I don't remember seeing his other leg. For all intents and purposes, he didn't have 2 legs. He had 1 leg, and that was the one trapped in the auger. I had the tourniquet on, but if the tourniquet fails, we don't want to risk moving that and activating any bleeding. And it needs to be one swift movement. So, for example, when we got the torch, Scott cuts through it. We're holding the thing. You guys ready to go? Ready to go? Drop, grab, hold. I mean, he's in and out within seconds. That's what you want to do. That's the most effective way to
Yeah, because
Do you remember any of this?
well, when they started torching, he's like, "Bzz," and he just runs this fluid through, and then I was like, so I passed.
When I got the call, we were in Texas. They flipped the phone around and showed me a picture of him, and then I just saw all of these first responders and Jed, 20 feet up in the air in his grain bin. I immediately got on a plane, landed in Minnesota, and was in his room as they were wheeling him out of surgery. Then it became decision time.
I guess I decided to amputate first. We went through that decision. I amputated 7 inches below the knee on the left side, and my right foot suffered a major injury as well, but they were able to save that side.
And then that's how we got connected with Jeremy, and it was just everyone coming alongside Jed and surrounding him with connections and just trying to get him involved right away from the beginning. And that was huge to me. That was the most important, because I didn't want him to feel like he was going through this alone. It was his decision, and I think he would tell you he would do it again in a heartbeat, just because it's, you know, he's been able to do everything to the best of his ability that he would have if it didn't happen.
For me, it's why I'm here, right? My dad always taught me, do the right thing. Even when nobody's looking, you gotta do the right thing, son. And so that's the way I live my life. For me, it was good, he's gonna get some help, on to the next thing. It's my normal, right? Your normal is how you live your life. My normal is going from one person to the next, trying to make sure everybody is squared away and safe and happy. That's all I care about.
The impact that you've had on some of these people is so great that it's, you know, it feels good having you here. And like you smiling, you know.
I know. It's really, it goes against everything I am.
But no, you're doing it for the right reasons. It feels good having you here on your birthday, and it feels good to see you smile.
Today's your birthday?
Yeah, you didn't remember that? I walked up to him and I said happy birthday.
No, we're not singing. No, we're not. I will get up.
We sing for you.
I will get up and walk out.
This is,
Should we go have some fun?
yeah, let's go on the water, guys.
Definitely gonna bring a hat.
Do you guys want to put that in my truck?
You guys want to put that in your vehicles?
Yes.
We will meet everybody on the dock.
Last year at the Wiggle Your Toes surfing clinic was the first time I started surfing, and then I surfed with Jeremy, and he's like, all right, you have to go to the wake surfing competition, and I was like, I'm not even really that good. So I did it anyway, and he convinced me to go, and now we're out here surfing today and hanging out with Usman, so it's been good. I would like to continue alongside Jeremy and be able to be there and help the people that are just getting into this and let them know that they're not alone, because it was great to have a community like that surrounding me when I was, you know, down and just getting started. It helps that I'm younger and can do all the things, because then when the younger amputees come in, it's different, but we'll see where the calling is and we'll see what, you know, God has planned.
For me, I think it's huge that he gets to do this, because now he can go and share these experiences with other people, and the more we get this out and other people can hear about it and promote it and share it, then I think the better it is.
It's the weatherman Jed here. We are now going 3.4 miles per hour, and we are on the completely other side of the lake. As you can see, the pontoon is still breaking through the waves, but it's way calmer over here, and the wind is about 6 miles per hour like they said it was going to be finally. So we should be able to surf today and get him surfing, but we will come back later and let you know how it goes.
We started with the glides. It was just cool to get to experience those. I never actually thought those would be as fun as they look, but they're actually really fun, but they're also really difficult to ride, and there's a science behind them.
There you go. Right through it.
Right through
Nice
it.
try.
Oh.
Yep. It's hard, but you can do it. Just don't go down in front of the
Did
board.
you get it? Yeah.
Jed, pretty cool?
You did great, man. You got it.
He'll need to get a waiver and everything.
It was amazing just to see Andrew get out, just to see him like relax and hanging out with all of us and feeling a lot more comfortable as the day progressed. It was amazing to just see his fun side come out, because, you know, doing what he does, he's like super serious. I mean, like, he puts his life out there every single day he goes to work, so it was really cool.
Okay. There you go, nice and smooth, nice and steady and smooth. There you go.
There you go! Yeah!
Take a little coaching, but then if you got it right away, we can just let you go.
That'd be like...
I mean, Dave, as soon as you guys know how to ride, Dave doesn't have to be riding.
I hope you work out more than me. Holy crap!
Woo! Good times?
Great time once you get it.
Yeah. All right, we got about 35%, but we'll try to get you out on there. So this thing doesn't float, does it? It does, but just put it on your wrist. Yeah. It's just hard. It's hard. The one thing that's weird here is you got to be way more forward than you realize. You know, we talked about that a little. Trigger, just quick. Then minus, and then you got a 5-second countdown to start going. Okay. Now let's just start on our stomachs. Yep, lean into it. Try to ramp up speed to like number 4.
The one time he tells you to lean back is once you find the fulcrum, and that's what I struggled the most with, is going away from leaning forward to leaning back to get airborne. That was weird.
Hey.
So the question is, how long till you guys buy one?
Me?
Them.
It might be a little bit.
That'll be mowing a few yards for that.
I bet you he has one within a week.
Yeah! Yeah!
I took nice.
I felt like I was way up there. Right. And I mean, you're getting away with it, or getting away from it, and that's good.
I know I'll get a chance another time.
The sooner you jump in, the better it gets.
What hand do you want this on?
Whatever you want.
Your dominant hand, probably. You can drop the rope.
Afterwards, we kind of came back in for the news interview for Channel 5, and they interviewed us.
More often than not, we don't get to hear these wonderful ends to a bad situation, and I'm thankful that he was able to come out of it smiling and shining.
And then after the interview, we went out and surfed a little more. And he didn't want to surf because he said he didn't want to try it and was kind of sore from the glides anyway. But it was really cool for him, or for me, to show him that I can still conquer the things that I was doing before he met me up on the auger.
He was the first one there. So to hear him talk about how he found Jed, for me to hear that as Jed's mom was probably, it was a huge gift. It was a huge blessing to me. So not only did he feel blessed, we felt blessed, and everyone there felt blessed just to hear how it all played out in those 2 hours where Jed was stuck up there.
I'm not a religious person, but sometimes the stars align, and that day, the stars align. I mean, mind you, we're rural ambulance, right? We don't have good response. Sometimes there's 2, sometimes there's 1. That day you had 4. You had 4 guys that day on top of Shane with the acetylene torch. And that's why I'm saying, that's why I told you before, it's not me.
No.
There is a whole team of people that without them, we honest to God wouldn't be here. And that's the truth of it, is the stars aligned. Somebody was watching out for you. I don't know how much you pray, but you better pray more, because somebody was looking out for you that day. I love what you're doing. I think it's huge, right? Because there are more stories like me. There's more people out there like me who are just dudes doing dude things, who don't think a second thought about it because it's what needs to be done.
Well, if I had enough funds to take every single one of those first responders that was there on the scene and their families out on a lake day, I would. But that's like, I had to pick one. So I decided I was gonna pick you. And you're the first one that came to mind. The first one.